One hot summer evening. What's up, fools? We've got a problem to address. Actually, the real problem is that right there, the exhaust. It gets really hot because there's no heat shield, there's no protection right there. And actually, my grandpa rides this thing a lot, and it goes real slow, you know, and this thing's air cooled. So it gets pretty hot if you're going grandpa speed. He burnt his leg pretty bad. He didn't even know it happened. He actually woke up the next day and he's like, oh, my leg's burnt.
Hey, grandson.
What are you doing, you old fart?
You know that quad burnt my leg?
What, this one?
Yeah. What are we gonna do about it?
Well, we could get rid of it and get a different one. Could get a new exhaust and put a heat shield on it, or I could make a heat shield.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Okay.
Okay. We're not gonna get rid of you, no. I decided I'm gonna make a heat shield for it. This is just scavenging materials from around the Shadwick farm and utilizing what I have to make something glorious. Let's get to it. All right, so I've got a piece of cardboard here. What better thing to use than cardboard? Okay, so I'm thinking instead of just like putting a little piece here, I kind of want to enclose it over the top. Have it about like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this one separate piece. All right, so this is just a piece of aluminum roofing that I got from one of my barns that's falling apart. So here's my piece. Get this shape put on the aluminum here. Now I'm gonna be using a grinder with a cutting wheel to cut this out. Also got my safety glasses, kids, safety glasses. I'm gonna take some 10 snips here, just cut out the smaller stuff. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think I'm going to cut out another piece and double layer this just so it's a little thicker and protect it from the heat a little more. Okay, well there's my two pieces. And then what I'll do is slide that guy down about 1.5 inches. And that'll be my piece. And then I'll probably bend it about right there. All right, guys, there's my 3 pieces all cut out, ready to be shaped up. All right, so here we can get a pretty rough idea of what it's gonna look like. It'll be like that, and I'll just have that mounted in there like that. I think it'll serve its purpose. Air's gonna flow in from behind too, and this thing's gonna act as an air scoop to push all the hot air out of there too. really wanted to have this thing welded on, but unfortunately my welder was acting up and I couldn't figure out why. So I ended up stripping it down for parts, and then I realized the wire I was using was for gas, and it's a gasless welder. So this is going to be the next best temporary solution. So I've got some long self-tapper screws, and we just got some spacers here. Those are going to go behind there, sink those in the exhaust, and hopefully it doesn't leak too much. But since I'm down a welder, this is kind of my last resort. Like I said, it's only temporary, so my grandpa doesn't catch on fire. Anyway, let's go sink these guys in. Well, dudes, there she is, all finished, all mounted up. Those self-tappers really aren't that bad. I mean, it's a little wiggly. The real question is it gonna rattle? Because it's not as solid as it being welded on there with some bungs and some bolts. That's gonna have to do. And honestly, if it holds up, I'll probably just leave it that way. The only thing left to do now is just to ride it and see if I get burned up. Get any burns on my legs. I know Grandpa's gonna appreciate that, but really, I kind of like the way that looks. So the quad's been sitting here idling for about 5 minutes or so. I took it around. It got warm, but it didn't get hot. I can touch it, hold my hand on there for a little bit. It sucks that I don't have a thermal gun to show you how hot it is, but what I can do is I can pour some of this water on the exhaust. I mean, clearly that's pretty warm. And I can just take my hand and put it right there. I mean, it's a little warm, but it's not hot like it was. So Grandpa's gonna be happy about that. So fun fact for you guys, I actually made 2 of these. Yeah, I was making the first one, and about halfway through, I was like, I should have started filming this. This probably would have been a cool video.
Cool? Bro, this video sucks. It's straight poop.
Shut up, Tommy. I think it's cool. Why aren't you taking notes? I hope your grandpa catches on fire.
Dude, Jeremiah, you're a freaking nerd. So that being said, if any of my viewers has got a Kawasaki Bayou 300 4x4
Put the Bayou back in the Bayou!
without a heat shield, or you want this, hit me up because I'll give this to you. I don't need it. You can even have the nicer one. I don't need the nicer one. You guys can have the nicer one. Let me know. Yeah, I guess that's that. Until next time. Goodbye. I'm gonna make a huge. I don't see any veins.
It's blowing back, you idiot.
We're done.